Well, would you look at that? It's Blayne Smith bringing you another Overkill Reviews. Hey, Overkill Reviews is Banger's weekly metal review show. Happy to be here. Happy to be talking to you. If you like me and you like the music I talk about, feel free to come by my Twitch sometime, twitch.tv/metalcomedy. We play video games, we listen to metal, and we talk about it. And if you like the content Banger produces, hey, you can head on over to our Patreon. We got a bunch of great stuff on there. We've got a podcast, tons of episodes of our podcast, and they're going to keep coming up. There's a lot of content we're putting out there for you on there as well as on here. So if you could support us, it'd be great. And hey, we just wrapped up season 2 of Shredders of Metal. If you like shredding, you like dudes doing some cool stuff on guitar, please check it out. I hosted it. A bunch of great guitarists played guitar on it, and some awesome celebrity judges picked a winner out of them all. All 7 episodes are up on the channel right now, so go check them out. But housekeeping done. Review time. Hey, guess what? What? How is that? What? Oh my God! Oh my God! What's happening? More power metal on Banger? Banger never talks about power metal. Power metal! Oh my God!
Come from the grave, where things are eternal. In the land of forgiveness, we carry on. Sweden rock, Sweden rock. Bringing the hammer down, free of the clowns in our banner. Sweden rock, Sweden rock. Sons of the northern light, forever let your strings cry out.
Oof, these things are not designed with comfort in mind. That's the end of that gag. Hey, it's a big record that just came out. We're talking about HAMMERFALL. It came out on August 16th. The album's called Dominion, and it was released on Napalm Records. We don't talk about power metal much, so hey, let's talk about some power metal. Formed in 1993, HAMMERFALL is one of those massive Swedish power metal bands that basically exists for European open airs. It's where you want to see them, it's where they're at home, it's their bread and butter, it's their joie de vivre. This is their 11th album. There's a lot of HAMMERFALL albums, and the band, not much has changed this time out. Still the same lineup as the previous record. That lineup still looks just as likely to mind freak you as they are to rock you. So, you know, David Blayne Smith approved. And hey, I know we don't cover a lot of power metal here, and that bums some of you out. And it's not that we don't like power metal, it's just that power metal can be hard to cover. There's really only 2 types of power metal bands, which is small bands that no one cares about that release some awesome records, and giant bands with millions of fans that are as likely to kind of push out a super weak, thinly veiled festival tour excuse with 2 decent tracks as they are likely to slap a Garbo CG cover on that bad boy that offends my sensibilities even worse than the most bootleg hentai grind effort. Boy, we're getting off to an optimistic start. Let's talk about the music before, just let's get review time. So, I got 1 second into this record and I was like, Jesus, God damn it. It starts with a clean guitar section that seems to have nothing to do with anything, and I don't know why, and I'm like, boy, this is gonna be awful. And then we get a decent power metal song afterwards. It's like they're trying to screw with me on purpose. I don't understand. Never Forgive, Never Forget has a awesome galloping drum beat, some really sweet dueling guitar action, some weird lyrics. It's pretty much a checklist of everything I love about power metal, and they nail it, except for that clean guitar at the start, and I'm like, all right, well, hey, at least the song is decent, but then that clean guitar comes back at the end. I don't know why it's there. I don't know if anyone likes it. I wish it wasn't there. And then, as the songs come, they all are plagued by this, shall we say, mixed decision-making. Testify has some really cool parts, but then also spends a good portion of the song testifying. And One Against the World makes some real interesting decisions with some effects on the drums, which is a sentence I don't enjoy saying. And then I'm looking at the lineup of tracks, and coming up is, in brackets, we make Sweden rock, and I'm going, oh, that's gonna hurt. So the song starts, and I'm covering my eyes, despite the fact that you don't hear out of those, but as it's going on, I'm starting to take a peek from behind the eyes, and then, I don't know, man, halfway through, I'm we-making there with them. I do have a kind of massive weakness for these sort of just we love metal. People love metal. Metal makes people happy. Rock you all around the world, Judas Priest kind of thing. I know it's not that deep. I know it's not that impressive, but it's kind of casual, but it's also kind of nice to feel good about the thing we like. And you know what? They make me feel good on the song, and I'm sure that song is going to go crazy in Sweden. So I actually wasn't mad about it. I'm so confused. And then the confusion continues because second to one is a ballad. There's got to be ballads on these things, and we're all dreading the ballads, but I don't dread this ballad as much as other ballads. I mean, it's still a ballad, but there's a cool little vocal melody that totally plays at me, and I go like, ooh, I kind of dig that. And there's a melancholic tone to the guitar through the whole thing that kind of cuts the sugar a little bit, and it does build somewhere, which is nice. You know, if there's gonna be a ballad, I don't super mind it being this ballad. Honestly, once they made Sweden rock, I guess they made me rock too, because everything after that, hey, I'm on board. Let's do this. Dead by Dawn and Chain of Command have a great maiden-y feel to them, and you know, with Maiden in the air right now with the tour and everything, who doesn't want a little more Maiden influence in their life? And all the songs in the second half of the record get up to a clip that I really felt was lacking in that first section that was really bumming me out. I don't know why they chose to buttload a record with energy. That's normally the opposite of how records go, but hey, what are you gonna do? It works. I'm grooving to it, and we get to the big quasi-ballad, cheesy, cliche, power metal end of album sing-along, and oh god, I don't want to admit it, but I know I'm being thoroughly emotionally manipulated, and I'm resisting, and yet I smile. Hey, boom, we did it. It's the name of the last song. Cheesy Joe, talking about a cheesy song. Hey, we did it. We did. Hey, man, we did it. We all did it. We couldn't have done it without you. There's still a review to do. Review, not over. Absolutely not over. There's still more to talk about because, as you've probably figured out by now, I have mixed feelings about this record. It's complicated. Yeah, there are some really great parts. There's some total fun power metal blasts, but it still doesn't change the fact that, oh my god, I just want to blast a hole in the hull of this so we can suck out some of the horrifying decisions that are as ugly as the thing at the end of Alien Resurrection. Just get it out that hole, just that little hole that big, just out into space. Editing, people, I know it's hard to bring the concept of restraint to power metal, but it's your 11th album. It doesn't need to be 50 minutes. Give me your best 35, towel off, go hit the circuit, boys. I'll be there shouting in plastic armor right in front of you. Testify, like I said, we could chop a minute off that testifying, and that would be a better song for it. Dominion is a song that doesn't even start. It's just some decisions. I don't understand. But the most peculiar thing comes towards the end of the record, where I've never seen a band shoot themselves in the foot quite this way. So track 9 is a 39-second intro track called Battle Word. It leads into Bloodline, but Battle Word is really, really cool. It's really fast. It's a cool riff. I'm really getting going. And then Bloodline doesn't keep up with the intro track to it, which is maybe an intro track to it. It's track 9. It's hard to tell. So I get halfway through Bloodline, and then I'm like, oh no, wait. Bloodline is a good song. It's just not the song I wanted after that intro track. Weird decisions, man. So the record does suffer for some of the big power metal problems, but you know, it brings some stuff to the table as well. The fun is there. It's cheesy fun, but at the same time, the cover looks like a Hearthstone card, so I don't know, man, maybe you're just being a dick. At some point, all I'm gonna say is, no weak 2000s era bad CGI cover, and I like shouting parts of it. A power metal band on their 11th record, that's really what I want, and they delivered on it. So I'm gonna give it a nice warm glowing. This is not a mean one. This is a nice warm 3 out of 5 Azure Drake skulls, or just Azure Drake cards in a skull. I don't know. I'm trying to make life not super difficult for the editor to turn this thing around. So hey, it's shoutouts time. And if you're sticking around and you've been watching this review, I'm gonna tailor the shoutouts to you. Part of the thing that actually affected my review for this album is that coincidentally, at the same day, 2 other power metal albums came out that I liked more, that were again by smaller bands that not a lot of people care about. So, you know, hey, we review the big one, we sneak the little ones in there, and then everybody's happy, or maybe everybody's upset. It's YouTube comments. We're gonna find out either way. So please check out, please. I mentioned them in my Metal Monthly, but mentioning again, Dialith released Extinction 6, August 16th. It's an independent release, so support means a lot. It's a great power metal record. I've still been listening to it. I love it. And another great one, Twilight Force released Dawn of the Dragon Star on Nuclear Blast, also on August 16th. It's a good month for power metal, so you know, get this Hammerfall record. It's fun, but really get those two as well because they really deserve the support because they put out awesome, awesome records. And hey, if we support them now, maybe one day we can get a middling effort from them on their 11th album. No, that's too mean. No, that's too mean. I like the Hammerfall record. The Hammerfall's record's fun. Please buy it. Please buy that. Support us. I don't know, man. Let's all just spend money. We're all gonna make it. Woo!
Caught from the grave, where flames are returned.